All right, we have Zeke here today who wanted to share a little bit of his testimony. So, Zeke, can you tell us how you first heard about Abundant Life Chiropractic?
Sure. This is a wonderful center, first of all, but I had a friend of mine who had fallen and he'd hurt his back and leg and really was getting to the point where he couldn't walk, and he came across the center through one of the dinners that they offer us. It's the, hey, how about a free dinner? And then you get a wonderful presentation, but one of the things is it exposes you to what might be wrong with you. It happened to my wife 10, 20 years before, and we realized that the importance of chiropractic care, because she couldn't grab a glass, and all of a sudden, because he popped her back right there at the dinner, she's wonderfully cured momentarily. You had to go through a program, but that is the nature of the beast. And so Lee had that problem with his leg, and lo and behold, he went from not being able to walk without a big gigantic limp to really feeling comfortable, and it really was a healing process beyond what the doctors had taken him. The doctors gave him no great prognosis with regards to what he needed to do. It was very simple here. He invited us to the dinner. My wife had been, like I said, 15 years before that we had gone to a chiropractor, and she was getting her problems back. She physically works, and so we understood what we needed to do, and we, by chance, came across, and if it comes across you, I'd say take advantage of it. Awesome. Because there's so many things we don't understand yet, and I think as we look in the future, we're going to go, wow. But more important, we went, and I went, okay, I have a testimony in myself, and I go beyond the limits of this opportunity here, but I ended up with the beginnings of diabetes. They gave me Actos. I had high cholesterol. They gave me a pill for that. And then what's the third one? Now forget. The big three, as one would say. It'll come to me here. But we were heading the wrong direction with my doctors, but I felt like with the diabetes, they gave me a half dosage of Actos, and I was perfect, man. The doctor's all excited, no signs, everything's perfect, but it was just beginning for me. But the 6 pills they gave me were putting weight on me, making me feel older, and that's all I was, just getting older. And I didn't understand it, so I did a little research on the drugs. 2 of the drugs made you very overweight. And so, ouch. And he didn't really care. I didn't understand how, he said, okay, we got to get you on the diet and all that and work on that. But he didn't really care about the weight gain. Well, came from the pills. And that's one of the things that doctors, today's world, I think, fail to give us a wellness. And the word wellness is at this place, and it's like the addition to the supplication that they do, the curing of your back problems, the additional information they provide, the wellness program is unimaginable, really and truly. So awesome. I started the program, and I didn't realize it, but I put certain things, the diabetes here and the high cholesterol here, heart's doing great, but I put that down, and when they looked at my back via the x-rays before they started the program, they told me I had I forget the numbers, so I'm not one for memorizing, but the lower part of my neck had this problem. And it's a little fused. It's gonna take a long time but immediately I saw some signs of improvement on everything. The minute they popped it, the minute my head tilted the wrong direction, they cured that with a little strength in my neck, and everything just turned around, and I feel so much better. Lose the weight, get off the pills. Going back and checked, diabetes didn't come back. Cholesterol's high, but I gotta improve my diet. I'm a real bad eater. Awesome. And so, but I'm 30 pounds lower, more or less, so it doesn't really matter to me that I haven't jumped on the bandwagon and become a purist, but it's going in the right direction. And it's, I don't know what to say. If you feel healthy, that's about the time you should be here. That's really what my biggest testimony is. I thought the doctors took care of me, and there was suffering for the rest of my life, and the exact opposite was told to you here, that your body's healthy, and if you keep your back correct, and if you eat the right foods, do your exercise, you're not going to be sick. You just are not. The body heals itself so well, and that's the thing they present to us well here. And use your mind is the key here. And yeah, doctors have a place. If I break something, I'm going to the doctor. I'm not coming in here for healing. but they're just not working at healing us, and they are here, honestly. There was some other questions, but let me not.
Yeah, you nailed them. So the last question, just anybody out there who's yet to hear of corrective care or abundant life chiropractic, what would you tell them?
I did mention that.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, if you feel healthy, you need to come and check. So I hope an accident occurs around you, not to you, that will cause you to be here. And that's what happened to me. My wife needed it. We knew exactly what it took. Boom, boom, boom. She just, the tingling in her fingers and the lack of grasping is in the specific spots in her spine, which were very observable very quick. I mean, the same diagnosis she got many years before, went through a 6-month program, but this wellness is permanent. It's about staying healthy. It's nominal once you go through the initial phase of it, and after that, it just, oh man, when we don't show up, it is, feels unhealthy. You really feel much better when you come in here. It straightens your mind up, your back up, but that should be most of it. It's been very enjoyable to come in here all the time. That's the key. Give it a shot, and it's scary that you have to start on a program like this, but once you do, if you really feel you need it, it is extremely rewarding. And I'm sorry, I always as a child I needed a big thick pillow. One of the big things they tell you here is that you really need to have lay flat on your back, get your head all the way back. Well, if I did that, there was extreme pain in my neck. That was the problem with my neck as a child. It started way back. It always existed. I don't know how far back. I'd never been to a chiropractor until my adult life. They began to work on that neck, and they put the deal behind my head, and the first time I leaned my head back on I forget, it's just a little round ball that you have to you work with. It hurt after about 30 seconds, and then it hurt after about a minute, then it hurt after 2-3 minutes, and now I prefer to have it. And my head, I sleep without a pillow now. It's unless I get on my side, then I prop your head up to levelize it, but that's impossible for me all my life. That was my problem. I didn't know it. They diagnosed it immediately. The x-rays did. They talked about it, they showed it, and they immediately healed me on that. And I think the long-term healing is that's everything I had in physical illnesses came from this pinch. I mean, and that's the scary part. They told me how I was sick. And I knew it, I wrote it down, but they told me there it is in pictures, and we're going after it, and it's healing. I know it is. I want to thank you for this opportunity to express my thoughts. And I by no means covered all my thoughts, so we'll see. Thank you.
Thanks.